Angela Kokott in for Ted Henley, and it is time for Inside the Glass, brought to you by Calgary Co-op Wine, Spirits, Beer. Enjoy member-exclusive savings on your favorite sips. Visit coopwinespiritsbeer.com. Pleased to welcome Andrew Paulsen, Oak Ridge Sommelier with Co-op Wine, Spirits, Beer. Andrew, nice to see you again.
Yes, thanks for having me on, Edge.
Well, I love the fact that you've got this broad range. You're a sommelier, so you know everything there is to know about wine. But today you have brought in one of the many popular craft beers in this city. Tell me about, what is this, Super Saturation?
Yeah, Super Saturation from the Cabin Brewery. Cabin Brewery were established in 2018. And they've made some amazing beers over the now nearly 5 years that they've been in business. And the most popular beer, I believe, in Calgary at the moment is their Super Saturation New England Pale Ale. And so we're talking about the New England Pale Ale style. It's a specific style that we slot into our hazy and hoppy category.
And I like the fact you've got the categories, because you have hazy and hoppy, crisp and light, because I think a lot of people, when they're trying different craft beers, they might say, oh, I like a hoppier beer or a less hoppy beer. So why have you put it in this category?
Okay, so that's there is a like with regards to styles, there is a lot of different styles of beers. Like we're talking about, under the I'm a certified Cicerone, or Cicerone is the correct Italian pronunciation of it. But basically, it translates to guide, and so a beer guide is essentially.
Okay.
So it's a fairly heavy study program that the Cicerone program out of the U.S. put on, and they do worldwide. And then the different styles they have that you have to know about, there's anywhere up to about 80 to 100 these days, the specific styles that you have to know specific details about. So with Co-op Wine, Spirits, Beer, what we've done is put all these styles into 4 categories in order to simplify it. Because otherwise, if a staff member is questioned and they find out, okay, well, I have no idea what a white IPA is. So that could be, just one example. The New England IPA style, the New England Pale Ale style from Super Saturation, it has if you notice in the glass, it's got a little bit of a haze to it.
Yeah.
Right? And so you can't see through it. So some of other beers, they're quite see-through. And so what they've done here, they're not filtering it as much. And so it gives a little bit more of a juicier flavor to it and a little bit more body. And also, too, it's got a fairly dense head to it as well. And so a lot of people look at the color first, and actually the best part is to smell it first while that head is starting to dissipate, because you get a lot of nice aromas out of the head of the beer as it's dissipating. I'm
actually surprised, because I don't tend to like hoppy beer, but this is smoother. There is a nicer taste to this.
Well, what they've done is instead of just using just barley in the mash mix, they've also got some oats and wheats, which give it a silkier mouthfeel. And so you're using a couple of different grains in order to get that textural silkiness that's in the beer. And I think that's appealing to the palate in general and gives it a very nice flavor. So it's a 40 IBU, so it's a kind of a medium-range hop range in this beer, 6% alcohol bottle volume. And the other thing is, too, I should mention, is that pouring beer in a glass, a lot of people will drink their beer out of a can or a glass. And the reason you should have it out of a can or a bottle, I should say, and the reason you need to pour it in a glass is because you're locking in the carbonation in the can and the bottle when you're drinking it. And the carbonation releases itself in your stomach, and it will give you some turbulence in your stomach and create gas, and it either come up or go down, and it's not pleasant. And so if you're drinking a few beers over the course of an evening, when you're having it in a glass, it makes room for releasing the carbonation in the glass makes room for a bit more beer or a bit more food if you're having an evening out at a restaurant or a friend's place.
And that's interesting, because you often say to someone, do you want a glass? No, it's okay, I'll drink it out of the can, but it'll give you problems down the road. It's better to put it in the glass.
Yeah, it just kind of makes you feel very full, and creates a bit of a turbulence there.
That's a polite way of saying it, Andrew? Okay.
Yes. The other thing I've mentioned, too, is that the 4 categories that we've put, have on our website, and we carry 1,200 different beers, and we put them under 4 categories now. We're also in the midst of compiling a questionnaire to find out which category you might fit into. A lot of seasoned beer drinkers already know what they like and what the area they'll fit into, but a lot of people who kind of, I'm looking to buy some beer for my son or my daughter, and or my father's a beer snob, and I'm not sure but what this category fits into. So can you find a beer for me? So the crisp and light, then the hazy and hoppy, and then you've got the darker malty, and then the fruity and sour.
So you'll be able to go on the website and figure out what kind of beer you should try.
It's a thing that it's a work in progress, and we should have it up towards the end of June, I believe. And so there'll be a quiz that you can go in and take, and then we will respond with an email once you find and let you know which category you've slotted into there. So a number of things, like when you taste like different things you drink. So if you have like tea and coffee or different soft drinks or fruit juice, they can also give you an indication. So if you like a kind of a creamy, sweet tea, this is where some kind of milky stouts might
I like that.
Be your palate.
Andrew, I'm going to encourage people to go to the website. Once that's up, you'll be able to do that quiz, and it'll help you out. This was Super Saturation Cabin, and online only 15% sale.
15% off, and then right now it's regular $17.99, and it's for a 4-pack, and they're 473 ml cans, and then it's on sale this week at all Co-op beer stores, wine spirits beer stores for $14.99, as well as a discount online.
Thanks for this, Andrew.
Thanks, Ash.